artists are there to create beautiful works for us all to enjoy, and not necessarily think about the consequences of how they get paid and how they exercise their legal rights. And that's where we'd like to come in and help them out and make sure they understand the basics and don't get taken advantage of in this climate.
Carroll and ODea is very well placed to provide this sort of advice to the industry. We have over 100 years of experience acting in a whole range of matters, range of clients, from individuals to big organisations. So we have a great team here that's willing to help you out.
I think it's essential to have the basics there from day one. As soon as you start, you need to know what kind of structure you're going to be using. You need to know what your rights are, especially in today's era, where independent artists have a lot of power. You can self-publish, it's legitimate, it's powerful and it's direct. So now probably more time than ever, the artist is in the driver's seat and they need to actually know the road rules before they get on the road, I think.
You should always get legal advice on a contract before you sign it. Make sure that you're well aware of the terms, you understand all the clauses and everything that's really being asked of you. Your rights and responsibilities are all contained within that document, so it's a good idea usually to get some proper legal advice to make sure you're aware of what you're signing off on.
Oh, I think it's number one rule, don't sign anything until you've got some legal advice about it. Time and time again you hear horror stories of people being locked into terrible contracts. The music industry and record labels are well known for exploiting the naivety and the optimism of artists. So I think it's key to make sure you get legal advice before you sign anything as important as your future employment.
So when distributing content, there are a lot of issues that arise to do with intellectual property, protecting your work, protecting the copyright in your work, as well as a range of issues in relation to the performance of that material and the reproduction of it. It's important to seek proper legal advice to make sure that you're really aware of your rights and your work is protected.
We understand that music industry and artists and entertainment law, entertainment in general, especially when you're starting out, isn't very lucrative. So we're keen to help out those kind of people as well, and we're happy to go into some kind of fixed fee agreements to make sure that you can access the right advice and get on with the business of doing your art. The biggest compliment I've ever been paid was when I was on the bus and started chatting to someone. I actually had a guitar under my arm, and halfway through the bus ride she said, "What do you do for a living?" And I said, "I'm a lawyer." And the biggest compliment I've ever been paid is she said, "You don't look like much of a lawyer." And that's, I guess, why I'd say that we're the right people to come to, because we're approachable, we get what you do, and we're there for you.